Hey everyone, Genome here, coming at you with my next Hearthstone video. Sorry I've been away so long, not putting out much video content. It's been extraordinarily busy at the house between editing and home modifications and all that, and work and various other things, church and everything. It's just been pretty crazy the last couple weeks. But I'm getting down to it. I actually recorded some footage before, but the audio was all messed up, so let's try something different. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of Wild Ladder with a class I've never really played that much of. Demon Hunter, yes. This class kind of came on the scene not too long before I stopped playing, so I never really played it at all, and it didn't really hold any interest for me. But now I'm running sort of a big demon build that I've been really having a good time with, and let's see, I can even show you my win rate right now, which has been really good, surprisingly. Now this is, not the highest ranks yet in Wild, but it's been going pretty well. I'll tell you one thing though, it doesn't like priest for the most part. It's not showing up here, but I almost always lose to a priest. A lot of big priests at this level, and they kind of shut this deck down pretty hard. So let's go ahead and get into it, and then we can talk about the deck as it's in play. Okay, one of the things. Oh, I also want to apologize. No green screen right now. I had a photo shoot going on with it, so it's set up somewhere else. I didn't feel like bringing it home, so you'll have to look at my lovely man cave here. Okay, so here's kind of the idea of this whole deck is getting Vandar down. Very important. And you just start overwhelming the other side with big minion. Nothing new there. There's a few tools in this deck that lend itself pretty well to this kind of game plan. I do have a little bit of early game. I used to have some early game minions, but I got rid of all of that for Vandar. And it seems to be more effective without them, even though I like the 2-mana Discover a Demon card. Feels like something like that, but there's a very light Outcast package in here, mostly centered around like I-Beam and Spectral Sight, just for later on. But there's some minions in here, and actually some newer minions too, that might be surprising to some. Honestly, one of the all-stars of this deck has been Knight Captain. This card, I think maybe one game where I've played it have I not got the battle cry to go off, right? And get the honorable kill. There seems to be so many 3 health minions on the ladder right now that it's been an exceptionally good card for me. The Sigil Reckoning is one of the things that helps make this deck work. If you can cheat out an Illidari Inquisitor, oh boy, bad things can happen to the opponent, especially with Soul Split. If you got, say 5 mana freed up because you got that free Illidari out there, guess what? You can now have 2 Illidaris on there, enough for 1 mana hero power, attack face, hopefully, and then you hit the opponent for 16. And if you get a Vandar down, this can get even crazier, because you can get double soul splits going on. It's oh my goodness. Also works really well with the Priestess of Fury, same idea. Lots of very front-loaded damage there. And this is a recurring threat, too. So, a lot of really good minions here. Looks like my opponent might be AFK. So, but yeah, after Van Dyke comes... Dick Van? After Vandar comes down, some really disgusting things can happen. I hate to see this end like this, because this is actually a pretty decent hand, other than having Illidari in deck. Alexander... I'll give him a couple seconds here to come back. Maybe he's just AFK. Alexstrasza is just a finisher, and once again, if you get her cheapened, you can combo her with a couple different things. Abominable Lieutenant is another newer card. I'm just trying it out for kind of a flex spot, but this is mostly for things like existing taunts, where you're setting up for the next turn for Illidaris or that sort of thing. I don't know. We'll see if it's good. I haven't really got to use it that I know of, but I'm just going to try it out since it's a newer one. Coilfang, I used to run 2 of these, but I found myself, since it's not a demon, it's a little bit harder to play, especially if you don't get a Vandar down early, but it's a good card in the meta right now, and I used to run 2 Hulking Overthing, which seems to be a much better card in the smaller meta that we're in right now. I'm sorry, I'm watching the screen here. But I'm going to go ahead and coin out Vandar too, because you don't want to draw too many more of the big cards. Oh, and that goes to something else I'll tell you in a second. So, it's been pretty good, especially if you cheat it out. To go on top with these soul splits has been double faceless manipulators. Once again, once Vandar hits them, guess what? They cost 2 mana, so you can do all kinds of degenerate things with most often Illidari Inquisitor, but you have a backup, a very competent backup in Priestess of Fury too. Let's free up so I can get some card draw here now that we got Vandar down. See, the main 8 mana Forge Fiends are pretty incredible as well, but definitely the least valuable thing. That's what I wanted to see. There, it's just there for a little extra survivability, and they have another demon because there's not a whole lot of really good big demons that Demon Hunter has access to, but Illidari is something, and the Priestess of Fury is really something. In fact, I think I've won as many games with her, getting doubled and tripled up as I have with Illidari. This guy is, I don't think he's AFK because I would have won by now, so I'm not sure what's going on. So sorry you're seeing this nonsense, but let's just maybe I can show you some of it in action. Even though I don't really have any good discount cards for copying, but maybe I'll draw them. If this was a demon, of course it's not a demon, but if it was a demon, it'd be really good then. I could cheat it out so early. And there's some bigger minions in there too, along with a lot of swarming. Okay, so yeah, this is super over now, and I can kind of show you a little bit of what this does. Okay, so all you gotta do is hit with your hero power if you don't know how this works, and these guys attack whatever you're attacking, so huge damage. I think this guy was just, I don't know what he was doing, because he wasn't timing out, so whatever. Free win. Oh, also wanted to say that I've won, I don't know how many in a row now. I've been on like a 10-win streak, which has been quite a while. Alright, so I'm trying to show you how this deck works, and I've lost like 4 in a row. And I was on 10-game win streak last night. Alright, let's do another lock here. Okay, we don't like any of that hand, that's for sure. We want Vandar. And we want him now. That is not Vandar, but there is a Sigil. I'm really thinking about cutting Skull out of this deck. It just Outcast is working so badly. It's a great top deck later on usually, but I don't know if I've faced a Quest Warlock since I've been playing this. We need to get Vandar here. Yeah, that's pretty good. Drawing the low-level stuff. Oh man, I did not want to draw that. So now I gotta count on the Sigil for some big burst. Unless I go with the Priestess of Fury. Assuming I can get some discounts on her. Maybe, yeah, that's about the only way. I've also thought about adding, I can't remember the name of it, but the 7-mana card, 3/3. That will recruit a menu for your deck. That could be pretty good, even though the lack of control is a little bit worrisome. That's the perfect draw. Positioning does not matter. Warlock. Alright, so odds just got a bunch better here. And due to all the big removal, you gotta be very careful about committing too much to a board. Oh, that's gonna be good. I think I will play this while I can. Okay. I may not hit him anymore.
Well played.
Now this is getting close to a Sigil Soul Split hero power turn where I can win. This guy is just talky, isn't he? So. Okay. Well, that's a big minion. He's burning a bunch of my big minions. Do you have 2 of those? I do have what I need to win right now. But it's going to take me not drawing the Priestess of Fury. This guy's playing a no-fun deck. I should have burned one of those, right? Alright, so we are going to ignore Ticketus there. Hope for an Illidari. Soul Split, Hero Power, win the game. Okay, don't draw any more of those. No more healing either. Well, okay, so that's out the window. Hopefully it draws this Illidari. I may have to go in on double Priestess this next turn and an I-Beam. Okay, so we got... Okay, well, there we go. So win, yay! This can work. Alright. I've lost 4 out of my last 6. That's a good start. This is a really good start. Keep this hand. It's been drawing awfully bad. A couple of classes I should usually beat, like Warlock and Hunter, I just... I drew all my top end early, and you sit there and flounder, right? Didn't even get any of my good removal either. Alright. Let's see what my rate against Rogue is. I haven't faced too many rogues. Win. Well, I faced 1 rogue since I started playing this deck, and I've won. So.
I see. Job's done.
Okay. I do like having Vander in hand. Now I just gotta try not to draw any more of my top end. That's good. So Vander next turn. I may or may not Sigil on turn 5. Maybe. Kind of depends what I draw next. I know that's kind of a generalized statement, but this rogue is really going slow. Because you typically don't want to cheat out too many of the minions, unless it's like a Moarg or something, without a way to double up on it or activate it that turn. So definitely I'm drawing like gangbusters this game. Okay, so my odds of winning have increased substantially. Basically anything in my deck is playable next turn other than Alex draws, and I wouldn't be playing her next anyway, probably. Wow, I've not seen Sludge Pelter in a long time. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, I guess the question is... I should have done that first, actually. Ooh. Don't normally get to play this. Especially... This is a little bit dangerous into, like, vanishes, but... I don't think he wants to give me another Vandar. The only hope is that the game goes on a little bit longer. I've been actually enjoying ladder. I haven't barely played Hearthstone the last year and a half or so, but it's been fun coming back, somewhat. Okay,
Take no prisoners!
let's draw a card. Oh. Should have do it first. I could play it anyway, but let's make him think twice about clearing my board here. Well, hasn't really been a surprise game. It's been a tempo game. I still haven't figured out what he's playing. Too bad I couldn't trade him off, right? Guess I should have thought about that. But I should be able to clear out my hand okay. This is really good against Vanish. I could have got some fast damage there, but let's just play this out. Get it out of my hand. Now you can line this up really well with a Priestess turn. To do pretty big damage when it gets plonked down. Okay, do I have a way of doing 2 and then 3? I do not. Unless I kill my own Fell Summoner, which I can do. Technically speaking, it's not really a reason to do it, though.
I grow impatient.
Let's just go ahead and start removing stuff out of here. Kind of clear things up. I don't need to get full value out of this. 3/3, do a 3. It's just fine. Case of Vanish. I'll be able to get rid of that. Or I should be able to. Okay. I don't really have a way of comboing right now. But he really needs to do something because 10 damage is coming down next turn, regardless of what I got on the board. So when Antian goes off. Another Vanish, but still, he'd be down to 9 health if he does that. Okay. So he's some sort of combo deck, is he? Okay. Yeah, kill that off, please. I might just do a Priestess here to ensure that dies. It's fun. You want to? Oh wait. This actually will. One of the things about this card, something else I like too, is if you do an honorable kill on a minion, say you have 3 attack in this case, and he has 3 health, and say he does 4 damage, so that normally would kill both minions, right? Well, he'll get the buff directly after he attacks the minion, so he'll actually survive that attack and come back with the additional 3/3, which is pretty sweet, actually. Okay, so I can do. Well, I got lethal here, so here's one of the ways you can do. Like a finishing move, you know, just out of the blue. Okay, so basically there's 2 win conditions here outside of regular big minion tempo. Ooh, this is our first Pirate Warrior.
Now you're sailing on my seas. This ends now.
It's going for our early game. Sigil was kind of tempting to keep, but ugh. All right, this is Pirate Warrior. I'm dead. There's no way I'm surviving all this without my early game. And 2 of these is second. That's you want to draw those much later in the game. I mean, it can be good to double up like a cheated out Moarg or something, but this is not pirate. I'd like to see a control warrior. It'd be nice. they can armor out of your range. So could coin out a vial, but I think I need to save my coin in this match. Especially with drawing some of the higher value minions or higher cost minions. You'll need that to offset sometimes. Okay, Vandar, rear your ugly head. Fiery War Axe in his deck too. Interesting. Well, it gives him something to smack into, right? Okay. So far, this pace is pretty good for me. I typically don't have to worry about brawls or burglars too much because usually the damage comes in huge burst. Ugh, I am drawing so bad, though. My gosh.
Vengeance is mine.
I have got probably half of my top end in my hand. Maybe more than half, technically. I like to get a Fell Summoner or something at this point. Hey, played a minion. Sweet. Let's take a casual 5 here. Didn't quite line up for the night. This is kind of like a, it's really close to a fire elemental of old.
Armor made to fit.
More conditional, but maybe a little bit better, to be honest with you. Well, I have a good target for him now. Or her, should I say. More! I'm going to have to rely on sigils now. And hope that Vandar will discount some of the soul splits. Or not soul splits, but the other Inquisitor. Or priestesses. Priestesses? Priestesses. I might just faceless that for something to do. Oh, if only he has 6 health, I get a honorable kill out of that. I could totally kill that off with a Coil Fang, leave a taunt up. Could faceless that and kill part of it. Could completely kill it with Hulking Overfiend and clear out his guy. That's gonna be the play here. I love this card, Hulking Overfiend. It's amazing in situations like that. 3 for 1-ing is pretty nice. Especially good in the early game if you cheat that out against an aggro deck. Woo! Okay, do I have 3 damage anywhere? Well, he won't survive anyway. Ah, but here we go. This is fun. Really like this card too. Doesn't even fit in this deck, but whatever, you know. Looks like he's gonna execute. That's alright. It did his job. Okay. That's fine. I still got 3/5. I was kind of hoping he'd play something with 6 health so I can show you the interaction of this. It's pretty cool how it works. Okay, so... do I play a Sigil here? Yeah, I just play a Moarg. And it kind of thins out the Sigil pool a bit. Actually, you know what? No, I don't need to take any more damage. There's no reason. Just to save that 1 minion. I should actually Illidari'd there. It was a mistake. So this should probably bait out a Brawl if he's running them. And that's fine. I don't care about that. Okay. Is he clearing me? He's clearing me. That's okay, though. Good time for a Priestess. Oh, no. Alright, I can take 5 here. Get Summoner down. And you can play Illidari. And I wouldn't have enough to play that. What do I have for Death Rattles? I don't know if I even have any more Death Rattle minions. Nope, so I don't need that. Let's just draw a card.
They will never catch me.
Okay. So if he pops this, it kills him. I'll do it with Gusto. Oh, now I draw it. So I'll just... Oh, wait. Yeah, he's my only demon, so... Enjoy. I could double it up.
You possess truth. Vengeance is mine.
There you have it. Sometimes it works. You know, I feel kind of bad. I don't know what kind of... I guess I was Control Warrior, but... It seemed like a really old list running Grom and all. He definitely had the old burst. One of he's running Alex Raza, too. Druid, huh? I have so far been 22 and 13 with this deck, so 63. I had a really bad run of like I went like 2 and 6 this morning when I first logged on for these videos. Ooh, Soul Split is tempting with Vandar in hand, but we can get that later. It's more important for later. So once more, in a nutshell, the finishers in this deck, there's 2 different ones, but it's the same premise. Cheating out in either Illidari Inquisitor or Priestess of Fury, and then copying them either through Soul Split or Faceless Manipulator. The Vandar isn't here to help make those combos much easier. I've had, I think, was it 4? I've had either 3 or 4 Illidaris on deck at one time with enough mana for a hero power, which was monstrous damage. Or I think I've had it up to 3, and you can get up to I think 4 of the Priestess of Fury. So that's what, 24 damage right there, spread around. So pretty amazing stuff and big burst potential. I do have Vander in my hand, which greatly helps things. Do Spectral. So definitely your best card to have in your opening hand, which I suppose most Vandar decks would be. That's not the card you want to see in front of there. I may just play it anyway, and it's free card draw. Only get 1, but oh my gosh, I'm drawing badly. I draw really well by having Vandar, but now a lot of my high end is already in my hand, so we'll try and make it work. So I'm not so used to the meta right now, so I have no idea what I'm up against. This doesn't look to be a token, I don't think. But maybe with that. Death Rattle. So next turn, Vandar. And then possibly next turn, Sigil. Hulking Overfiend would be really good to discount. I could have played it next turn and cleaned up. But now I've drawn way too much of my top end, so this does not bode well for this game. I think I need to hope for a hulking next turn. That's the only chance I'm going to have. So he's got, what, 7 damage. I can completely clear his board there. What does that do again? Yeah. If I get hulking here. If I get Illidari, I lose. And I got Illidari. Well, I mean, I don't technically lose, but I'm going to have to go in early on this. big damage. It does put him on his back heel. He's got to answer this board, but not much setup here. I definitely would rather have hulking. If he leaves one of them alive, though, he's dead. I don't imagine that he will, though. If I draw something low cost, it might be alright this next turn. What's he got that can deal with that? Couple of the lunar eclipses or whatever. Seemed like the kind of deck that might run it since he had the Death Rattle card in there. If I win here, it'd be amazing. Just need one of them to survive. That card, Illidari is so busted. That card is so freaking busted. Looks like he's having a rough time of it here. Oh, he does clear. Oh, no, he doesn't clear. Because it dies. Okay.
I can see.
Well. I was gonna win. There we go.
Versus Medivh.
Mage. Mage is kind of a really bad setup for me. Or a really bad match, should I say. Ice Block is a bane of my existence, and a lot of times they don't have a lot of minions to interact with either, so. It's been really good against that Pirate Warrior earlier, or that Murloc Shaman I just lost to. Illidari's been kind of a questionable inclusion, too. Just so many big minions in this deck that it's really difficult to play these Outcast cards sometimes. Okay. I'm digging it already. As long as I can outrace a nice block would be nice. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Just for fun. I'd like to maybe save that and get a Reno shuffled into their deck. But it's going to be really hard to play unless I draw really lucky. Because it only works with Outcast, so. Unfortunately, so much of the card draw of Demon Hunter class is actually predicated on the Outcast mechanic. Well, that's not going to work anytime soon. The good news is everything off to the left here isn't too big. I'm going to play Valakal next turn. Sure. So, eventually I'll get to Star Student.
We hunger for vengeance.
Let's play this. Watch him run Arcane Explosion. That's okay, though. I got nothing going on forward unless I draw Vandar. Got no demons worth, well, actually, hulking is not too bad here. Okay, so I am up against it until he draws that element. Maybe I can pull an elemental out of his deck or one of his sorcerers. Okay, so there's that. And he just ignored. I'm going to start clearing up room here. Next turn's probably going to be Sigil, and then I can play it by ear when I want to use Stellina. Because we're going to assume he's Reno. But now he's looking more like just the regular old, what is it, APM Mage or whatever. Fire. Sure, I don't mind clearing my hand out here. It's a coin. Have 6. I have 3 leftover mana. Not a whole lot I can do with it right now, but maybe I'll get lucky on a draw. Get a spectral sight or something. That'd be kind of perfect. Off the top, sigil summoning could work too. It's probably the best draw. Do I use it now? I think I do, because if he's got Reno,
Just have a little.
I'd like to put that back in his deck. Yoink. Now I could actually just soul split here, which I think I actually will. You know, I like to save it for my combos. I don't really have anything close to a combo in hand, so. Actually, I was worried about Reno the Relicologist or whatever. This helps fight against that. And I am showing lethal, so unless he has a freeze. There's one. Still showing lethal. Oh, he's got 2 of those, yeah. Well, do you have another freeze? Because you could have not died. He's got to have another freeze. Yeah, okay. Okay. Don't have a lot of good plays here. Do I just kill this? Probably, because, he's dead either way if he doesn't deal with my board, so. And this will, both Marauders get the attack. I can still kill the hero power this way, so. 2 turns from Illidari 9 damage burst. So I get 18 damage in here. He heals up for, what, 6? Or was it 8? I forget. Yeah, 6. So he's at 20. Oh, never mind. This card lines up really well here. Oh, well, that's not good. So I'm not getting any through anytime soon. But I will get through. Completely. He just heals to full. Well, if that's Vaporize, I got this little guy right here. It is not Flame Ward, okay. Okay, I have lethal with... I don't have any lethal with he takes care of these minions, so... Okay, those are pretty big, so this might not be too horrible. That could be good. Okay. Giving me more damage. Oh, just to shuffle it in? I don't get it. Oh, is he running Yogg? Okay, so what are we at here? Couple ways of doing this. Sigil right now guarantees Illidari, Hero Power 10. I think that's probably the play, actually. Let's do it like that. Because Antian's going to be going off too next turn. No sense putting more damage on the board if he has Ice Block.
I have become one with the void.
Okay. Hopefully that doesn't soak up too many hits from the Antean. Okay, now I can get Illidari out there. Hopefully he leaves... Well, let's see. It's just so hard to tell. Wow, he soaked up a lot of hits there. Okay, so we want to just hero power here. In case that's freaking Ice Block. No Ice Block. Yay! We win!